Hello everyone, welcome to day 18 of 30-day challenge of learning Tableau from scratch. And today we'll continue our discussion of learning charts. So let us get started without wasting much time. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Now, like we discussed, there are in show me we have 24 charts. Okay, and the best way to remember that is this article that is, differentiating how or when we need to use which type of chart. Like say pie chart is in. What does a pie chart do? Okay, it is used to compare few dimensions and on the whole, like how is your distribution and all. Whereas your bar chart helps you categorize your data, understanding the data when you're doing that. When we should use trend lines, sorry, line chart. Okay, so whenever date dimension is coming into the view, line chart automatically identifies. What does a scatter plot do? It is used to explore the correlation between two measures. Okay, what is histogram? It splits a single continuous measure into bins or groups to analyze the distribution of data. Like we have seen how we can create bins on the measures value, and then we have created a histogram chart. Like that, what is packed bubble chart and tree map? Everything is detailedly available in this link. Okay, but we will go ahead and create our chart and like we have discussed. Okay, so whenever you have geodimensional data, something like this, which is referenced by a globe symbol here, that indicates that it has a latitude and longitudinal information. That is when Tableau will identify that it is a geodimensional data. And in Tableau, with respect to this, we have two charts, and we call that as a field map and a symbol map. See here, these are the two charts that we have with respect to that. Okay, I can select, like say, state-wise sales if I need. I can select state, and I will select hold my control button, and I'll select my sales. We got these two charts. I can simply select this and it will load that chart. This is your one type of chart. Okay, and we call this as a symbol chart. I can drop my sales on the label. Okay, so now for each state we are showing the sales. So if I ignore my sales or remove my sales from the size, all of your circles or dots are same in every state. Okay, likewise I can convert this into a field map as well. But if you observe now, each of the state that is available is colored here. Now I don't want this on my sales. I can use it either my state, like say if I want every state of mine to be color, I can use that, and I will convert this into field map, state on color. Now each state is colored in different colors. This is another way of representation. Suppose you don't want that also, you want only profitable states and loss making states. Then if you remember, we had created a calculation the other day which was talking if my profit is greater than zero or loss, like that. I'm trying to simply take that field and drop it on color shelf. Now, wherever there is a loss making state, it is giving us negative value, and wherever it is positive, it is giving us green. Okay, so this way also we can use a symbol map. And if I go to map option, we have some options here. Background, how you want your background to be, and if it is light, this is how our background is. If at all you want a darker background, this is something like this. Now based on your project situation or scenario, or how you want to use that map in your project, you can use it, but Tableau has given us the ability to customize that. Okay, maps, I can go to maps, normal or street view. If at all you want to add, this is a street view. So this will, if you scroll down further, or drill down deeper, you will see all of those detailed points on the view. Okay, that is when that will be available. So likewise, if I go to maps and again outdoors, so different, these are the different formatting things that we have in maps. You can try out whenever you have time, but sometimes in real time it might happen that whatever the latitude or longitudinal information we have got, it might not match, and that time you might get null values in that situation. So what you need to do, you can go to this map option and you can click on this edit locations, and here you have your state and matching location. So suppose Alabama is there. If I click on that, here you can enter your latitude and longitudinal information. So when you do that, automatically Tableau will identify and plot that point on that particular latitude and longitudinal information. So you can go to Google and even search what is the latitude and longitudinal information of a particular state. Like say, I want of maybe I'll say. So this information, if I enter, it will automatically plot in there. So that information you can write here. Okay. So like that you can search. So this is an important option, edit location. And then we have map background layers and a map option. If I click on that, what all you want to show on the screen, all of that here. And you can scroll, in and out to increase your map location. You can also click on that. Okay. So there is a search option here, and you can also search, like say I want to search for Ohio. It will automatically zoom into that particular location, and it is giving us city wise information also to that. Now the more items you add to that, the more it will try to display here. Okay, so I want to just clear that off. Okay, so we got the original thing here that way. Okay, now again, if I go to format here, okay, under maps, background images, background layers. Okay, so here again, when we go to background layers under style, we have satellite. Okay, this is how the satellite look is there. Outdoor look. Okay, and then we have street layout. All of these layouts are there. You can try it, and here map layers. How many layers you want to add the data? This is the default data set. Because of that, so you can add the map layers based on your situation, but in real time, mostly we will be using, without this detailed map layers. This is given for our testing purpose or practice purpose. You can try to add more and more elements to your data set and see how it is impacting. If I remove this, this is how it is looking. Okay, and data layers are also there. What are the different layers you want to add? US population, US household, US occupation, everything you can add, and the more you add, the more values you get it here. Okay, so that's about symbol map and field map. Okay, so you can represent the data whatever you need, and it will show it on the screen. Now let us move on with the next chart. Okay, so here I'm writing it as map chart. So the other day I said, whenever we have date field in the view, the recommended chart or the chart that Tableau identifies is a line chart. Okay, and here from here we can convert to whatever the dimension we need or the date format we need. So I want it in month format. This is how it is. Like you wanted multiple dimensions, you can add, like say I also want to show profit. We can also do that. Again, we got two different axes. Now I can play like how I want. Suppose one, I want a bar chart. I can do that as well. Sales, I want it as a bar chart. I can convert that, and this I want it as a line chart. Now this is called as a combinational chart because these two are of different chart type. Now, like I said, whenever you are doing or using this dual axis concept, you have to first synchronize them so that it is in picture. Now, if you see here, this our profit actually went behind the screen. Okay. Now I want that on the top here, or I want that to come first. Let us see if we can do that. There should be an option here to bring that front. Okay. So, or else I will make this as a bar and this as a line. It will be reverse. Okay. So this is your bar chart and the line chart, and it is a combinational chart we call. Okay. So you can use it this way also. And suppose if I remove my what do you call, I want to remove this. Okay, so we got two of them are line chart for me, right? Or I'll just put it here. Now, but when I add a category to this, to my view, it is becoming multiple line chart. Okay, now I can highlight my sales like how I want. I want min and max for every, for every category. It is showing me that for furniture, what is my minimum sales and what is my maximum sales. For office supplies, what is minimum and what is maximum. Likewise, I can play. Likewise, I can play with the labels that I want. Okay, so that's about multiple line chart. We call this as. Please bear with me. My voice is little different today. I'm not feeling well, but still I'm continuing the challenge here. Multiple line chart. Okay. Now, next information, or we'll try to create something new here. What I'm doing is I'm trying to take again region here, and I'm taking sales. Okay, and I'm dropping my category onto my color shelf. We got for each region we got sales with respect to category. Fine. Now what I'm doing is I want to shape this each of this on thing, and I'm taking my sales and I'm dropping on size. Now if you observe, it has created a different type of chart here. Okay, if you sort it, and if I make it entire view, you will see that. Okay, again, this is a different type of chart. If at all you are interested and you want something different, you can try out this as well. Okay, so based on the sales value of each category in each region, it is it is trying to size that bar here. Okay, so I'm just going to clear this off. Suppose if at all you want to show the information in bubbles or in circles, then we have uh, a chart called as a bubble chart. I'm taking my subcategory and I'm selecting sales. I'll just click on this bubble. Okay, this is your bubble chart. Okay, so if you remember, we have created a cloud chart, right? The other day it was displaying the information only in textual format. Here, if you're converting that into circles, it is becoming your bubble chart. But here we have an advantage. Suppose I want to show it at a very granular level. Here it is at aggregated level, right? The sum of sales of each category subcategory is trying to get aggregated. Okay, so I'm just trying to move a little up here. I want to show at a category level. and I will add it here. Okay, so we got three circles here for each of the category item. Fine. But if you observe the sales here, this is your total sales for each category item. Fine. So based on that, because our sales are almost very similar for each category item, circles are very similar. And this is an aggregated measure. If I try to disaggregate this, see the chart type it creates. This is again a different type of chart, and we call this as a stacked bubble chart. So what is the difference between this chart and that chart? So this stacked bubble chart is a chart where your individual sales are plotted here, not the aggregated sales. Right? If you observe the measure, that is also telling the same. Each sales for your category item, your office supplies item, your technology item, they have been plotted in the graph. Okay, this is another way of representing the data. Now, based on circle, we can clearly tell where we have higher sales, where we have lower sales. I can even add my order ID. Suppose order ID is there. I want this that order ID only on the tooltip. I can add it to my tooltip. See, it is becoming different now. For each order ID, what are my sales? Okay, so this particular order ID, I have got 557 as sales. Okay, if at all you are interested in showing the information this way, you can show it. You want to rearrange, you can rearrange using the legends here. Like say office supplies is inside it. I want to move it outside. I can simply drag and move it here. Technology is middle, like that. Okay, so like that you can play with it. Okay, so this is called as bubble chart and stacked bubble chart. Okay, so likewise, if at all you don't want this in circles and then you want it in squares, it will become your other type of chart, and it is called as a tree map here. Simple. Okay, but let us try to remove the extra items. So if at all you have a detailed hierarchy, okay, in that situations maybe you can use this. Let me add subcategory to them. Okay, so I'm selecting subcategory and I'm selecting sales. This is the sales for each subcategory item. Now, because we have a larger data in the subcategory items, this is helping us identify where we have good number of sales. Okay, and this is a very clean representation of data than compared to bubble chart. Okay, I personally feel this will look good in your dashboard design, and you can use it than compared to bubble chart. Okay, so like we said here, okay, in this thing. So if I go back here, a tree map breaks the whole into parts using a quantitative measure to determine the size of the each square here. So this is a tree map here, right? So we have built the same in this. So for each phone, how much of the value it is, based on that, it is trying to size this one. Okay. Again, if at all you want to color it with respect to your subcategory, you can do that as well. Okay. But if in case you have a larger drill down, then this looks better. Okay. So I mean, it will clearly show you the breakdown of the data. Okay, I'm just dropping it here. Okay, so that's about our heat tree map. And then when we discussed about line chart, okay, here we are drawing a line, right, for each of the uh, based on the month. Suppose you don't want this line, and instead of that, you want this entire area to be colored, and then that is called as area chart. You can simply click on this and you can convert it into area, and that will become your area chart. Simple line means only a line, area means the entire area. Okay, that way we can do here. Again, if at all you want to change the color or opacity of the object, that you can do here. You can also add borders to that. Okay, this is how it looks. Okay, okay, this is the border color. I'll keep it that way. And now what I'm doing is I'm trying to add again region to my color shelf. Now what happened for each of the region, it is trying to color, right? So if you observe, on top of one region, other region is being placed. First west, then east, sorry, south, then east, and then central, like that, right? Again, I can rearrange from one order to other based on how I need. See. But now again, if I go to this analysis and if I click on this, uncheck this show mark label, or sorry, go to stack marks and turn this off. Now what is happening? This area chart is looking like, they are in front of each other. Earlier it was like they are on top of each other, right? So which means every chart per your region is starting from zero here. This is starting from zero. This is starting from zero. This is starting from zero, or this is starting from zero. Earlier it was not the case. See here, central, east, west, and south. So that is the difference between your stack mark on and off values. Okay, so remember this option. Sometimes it might be useful in your real time. Okay, so that's about the different charts that we have here. I think we have covered almost everything. So only this chart is there. This we will cover during our reference line concept that will be coming up in the next video. And then we are going to the advanced part of Tableau. We will learn about different calculations and scenarios. And then we'll look into functions. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. So that's it from my side in this video. I hope you have enjoyed. If it does, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye and have a good day.